Always wondered that first delivery, when a bowler runs up, you're kind of looking for a decent length. And when it's either short or full, I think, okay, maybe he hasn't found his rhythm on that first delivery. So we'll be interested to see what kind of length he ends up bowling. There's the board where 500 could be donated. It's perfectly in the slot for Dazorzi. And a deep mid wicket. I think later, we've seen a few times over the years, David Miller has peppered that area. So if he gets going, you never know, he might win that amount of cash.
Short and wide, he's gone over the top. And he's going to plug a little bit, yet stops. To the result.
I think Nazim Shah has not settled into his right leg because those are both drag downs. I expect as the over goes on, you'll start to find things. That was just short and wide, a free hit.
Normally understands the pitch very quickly, Naseem Shah. This head width and shorter in length.
Now that's up in the air. Follow through from Naseem Shah.
His eyes lit up. He thought this was going to be an easy caught and ball. Then he realised that it hadn't come as far as he was expecting. Had to put in the hard yards and eventually the dive, and that's quite fortunate for Dazorzi. He's one of those guys who closes his bat face pretty early, leads to the leading edge, and as it popped up, he would have had his heart in his mouth. But fortunate for him, lands in no man's land.
It's just a little bit awkward when he's asked questions on that line, middle and leg stump line. Falls over a little towards the offside.
Anxious then, looking up and then looking at the bowler, following through. Down to the third man region. Just the one. That ball before that popped up off the leading edge and the other splice of the bat.
Naseem Shah को क्या कहते हैं ना जी, लेकिन पिक्चर से थोड़ा ना कोशिश very good.
Two steps. Bit of movement away. Hasn't found his radar yet.
The off-stump guard is a good one in a way. If you've gotten used to it, I think what it's doing is forcing Pakistan to bowl a little wider of the stumps, thereby negating the impact of the new ball.
It's a great guard for the right-handed bowler, shaping it away from you, because then you kind of line yourself up on off-stump, and anything with width, you can absolutely let your hands go at it. It's just a bit of a concern as if left-arm shaper gets it a nice full length. That's beautifully caressed, and this outfield's been so quick. There's a boundary for Babuma.
That was just timing. Terrific timing, no real flourish. Really nicely played by Babuma.
जैज़ के पास हर नीड का हल है, बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ.
इस मैजिकल ऑफर को जाने ना दें. अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बॉटल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में. खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ.
हमदर्द जुशानदा का एक पैकेट बॉईल करें, दिन में 2 बार पिएं और खांसी और नेज़ल कंजेशन को जड़ से खत्म करें. नो केमिकल्स, नो साइड इफेक्ट्स. आप भी अपनी सेहत को नेचुरली ठीक रखें with हमदर्द जुशानदा.
Treaty again. Fine shot through the covers, through extra cover for 4. Back-to-back boundaries for South Africa.
Exquisite. Absolutely exquisite. This time totally in control. And he likes that line compared to that middle and leg stump angle. This is his area of interest.
Yeah, just going back to the point I raised in the first over, sometimes about the length of teams that tour away. Those last 2 deliveries were overpitched. If you go there's another metre and a half back and the ball's going through to the keeper, you will find the outside edge and you will bring the slip cord into play. But if you go searching for extra deliveries and try and get too full, South Africans will punish you.
Flip bats for 6. What a fine shot that is.
Yeah, just a pickup for 6. Shine Shah Afridi's tongue. And South Africa off to a confident start here. They need this kind of start to track down 300 plus. A lovely shot. Nailed it.
Yeah, you got to say those first deliveries of the 2 deliveries of the over are not good. One over pitched with a bit of width, that one comfortably sliding down the leg side. So there's plenty to work with, but Pakistan are not building the pressure. South Africa off their flat, 23 without loss. Pakistan at this stage were 10 for 1.
Now he's got the hard work to do, Shine Shah Afridi. To come back strong with his last 4 deliveries in this over. Got foot on the covers. Got him on that occasion.
Where the ball has been middle, it looks as if it's a beautiful batting surface now. Ball coming on to the bat quite nicely. A little bit of movement. Once again pitched up. Left-hander would feel just a little bit frustrated not to find the fence.
All the work done on the first couple of balls in this over from South Africa. 10 off those 2, then they don't have to take any risks for the rest, and Freddie's still searching to get things right.
I think we also need to get around to explain to the viewers, Pakistan posted 308 for 9 in 47 overs. But with the adjusted DLS, they actually lose a run. So the target is 308. They would have a score of 307. The reason is after 3 overs, Pakistan were 10 for 1. So that wicket taken into account means that they don't get the added advantage of any more runs. In fact, because they lost the early wicket, they take a run off. Don't get too confused, but 308 is what they have to get.
Resident, Duckworth, Lewis and Stern. Specialist.
It was an Oscar-winning performance, the way you described it. Perfect.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate any feedback from you.
It got him to finish that over. Came back pretty well, just 1 off the last 4, 24 for none.
अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बॉटल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
की न्यू अल्फा ऐप से कहीं से भी बैंकिंग करें, क्योंकि बैंकिंग कहीं जाने का नहीं, अल्फा करने का नाम है। डाउनलोड द न्यू अल्फा ऐप।
Definitely a bit of room that time for Zorzi. Scampers through straight away for 1. That's good running.
Singles constitute such an important part of this setup because you're not only looking for 4s and 6s, but this is a good fuel to get you cracking. I'm still keen to have 2 slips for Babuma. I think they have to adjust because he's on an off-stump guard.
Gone! Smiles from Naseem Shah. That's an important wicket, they know that.
First wicket.
Pakistan strike early, inside 4 overs.
Yeah, this is just his 8th delivery in the match, and I think if we have to analyse their length or have a look at a pitch map, this is the perfect length that you want to hit. One that's not over-pitched, not easy to hit through the covers, get that batter out in front of himself. That's where Temba Bavuma is. There's no way he's in control of that. Opens the face of the bat, just squares that for touch and squeezes it square of the wicket. Nice catch taken by Saim Ayub. The South African captain has to be on his way for 8. 25 for 1.
हासिल का निशाना, पैदावार के साथ इनामात का खजाना, जीते बेशुमार इनामात और उमरा टिकट के बम्पर प्राइजेस। बोतल पर दिए गए QR कोड स्कैन करें और कुरानदाजी में शामिल हो जाएं।
Enjoy unlimited free deliveries and order on and on and on with Panda Pro.
Rassi van der Dussen in at number 3. 68 games, averaging very close to 50 throughout those. Strike rate of 87, 600s, 1450. Those numbers are good.
Hometown boy as well, so he would have walked him plenty of times in these kind of conditions where the ball's moving just a little bit. You'll know how important the first 5 or 10 deliveries is to get yourself settled and work out what to do to play yourself. Interesting field setting that got straight away for Van der Dussen. Man, it's a very short bidon, almost like you used to have when you were under 8 or 10. If you bowled the full length, all the batter would do is just top it up in the air.
Now he's forced Tony de Zorzi to go a little bit wider. It was right in his eye line and his running line. And Asim Shah will be lifted for that early wicket. 2 balls into his second over. Nicely bowled, first up.
So I'm just trying to figure out why is that fielder there? Is that because he goes hard at the ball and there's this likelihood of the ball going up in the air because he plays initially with hard hands? Something for the batsman really to figure out. This turned out to be a soft dismissal in the air. Not in control. South African skipper.
There have been times actually where he has done that, exactly what you're talking about. He's gone hard a little bit on the onside and he's just popped that ball up in that region. Might do him a favour. The soft hands today.
He settled into a length now. The next first 2 deliveries to Van der Dussen was spot on. Exactly where he needs to be with 2 slips and a backward point that's quite fine.
Keep an eye on his pace as well because he's coming back after an injury, after a layoff. In fact, 141, 132, 137, 137. So this is reasonably good.
Can bowl quicker than that. Yeah, you're right. So far, so good. Oh, it's a very good delivery. A little bit of lift also. He liked that. A little bit of a smile towards the batsman, Van der Dussen. He can be quick. That's name.
Some good movement through the air. He's got plenty to work with tonight. There's the pitch map of the first 8 deliveries. The wicket one was a little bit fuller. As full as the half volley that was punched down the ground by Temba Bavuma.
So a wicket and just 1 run from that over. 25 for 1 after 4.
इस मैजिकल ऑफर को जाने ना दें। अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बॉटल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
की न्यू अल्फा ऐप से कहीं से भी बैंकिंग करें क्योंकि बैंकिंग कहीं जाने का नहीं अल्फा करने का नाम है। डाउनलोड द न्यू अल्फा ऐप।
or Zorzi in English.
Well, you were talking about Tony DeZorzi at the time. You said something about Zorzi or...
Yeah, I mean, so Zorzi, I said. Zorzi is powerful. So Zorzi hit Zorzi.
In Urdu, you're saying DeZorzi was powerful.
Yeah,
with the drive.
So try to hit with power.
Gotcha. Okay, well, I hope those that asked me are listening.
And then after you hit with power, you say shot yard.
Yes. Shot yard.
Oh, he had a swing at that one. They'll carry that time through to Rizwan.
He's looking to get after things, DeZorzi. There's no doubt about that. He's been a little bit loose, if you have to be brutally honest, but he's deciding to try and cut loose. The fact that South Africa have lost the wicket already means that he could probably just keep having a look for a while, and if he really gets one that's in his area, then look to put that one away. The last thing he wants to do is drag one on or try and push hard at a length that's difficult to deal with.
Well, this must be good for him, the left-hander Zorzi, because all part of batting education when you're playing against top quality pacers. So try to find out how good you are. What are the areas that you need to clean up?
Yeah, the approach has also got rid of the second slip, hasn't it? And with him playing that nice shot through the covers, Baba Azamir was at second as he moved to a short cover. It kind of gives you a little bit of leeway to make a mistake if you get an edge and it goes just wide of the first slip.
Oh, that's gone past the inside edge that time. Beautifully bowled by Shaheen Shah Afridi.
Another example of the proper length. You don't have to get it too full. If you hold that area, it's very difficult for DeZorzi to get onto you. He can't hit it on the up through the covers. He kind of just needs to try and defend at that length. Can't pull it over fine leg. That's why you don't need to search too much. Top of off stump. It's gone really close to the top of off stump.
Swing over this one from Shaheen Shah Afridi. It's tidy and line. Asking more questions. Just a half-hearted shot that time.
Yeah, not in line for that one. So the query or question for Rizwan is how long to persist with Shaheen and Naseem Shah, because conditions are right for sideways movement. Maybe give them an over or two extra.
Yeah, sometimes captaincy-wise, captains tend to say, okay, well, you bowled 4 or 5, let's keep you for a little bit later. But at the end of the day, if you've got someone who can win the match for you in the first 10 overs, run with him. If you can pick up 3 or 4 wickets here against South Africa, then it doesn't really matter who comes on in the middle overs because the damage is done.
Terrific stuff from Afridi. Really top bowling. That's a maiden. 25 for 1.
इस मैजिकल ऑफर को जाने ना दें। अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बॉटल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
Enjoy unlimited free deliveries and order on and on and on with Panda Pro. Panda.
जैज़ के पास हर नीड का हल है, बस *699# मिलाओ.
That's what he likes to do. Beautifully played, a little bit wider than that man standing nice and tight on the pitch. Good stuff from Rassie van der Dussen.
Yeah, I think this is a fantastic shot because I think he's taken this almost off stump. And with that fielder that was being in his line of sight, you have a look there, he actually waltzed across and took it from outside off stump. So to be able to have the confidence to do that and beat that man who was set in a catching position, that's got to give him a lot of confidence, Van der Dussen. He's underway, 4 dot deliveries, but now he whoops that one for his first boundary.
That is such a special strike. I think initially he was looking to cover that off-stump line of Naseem Shah because he's been getting that ball to move away, cover that line, and put it away. Calculated improvisation, I think that's how you best describe that. And then not be afraid of that fielder there at shot mid on.
As you know, Ramiz, he's played a lot in the PSL, so he's played against these guys. He's played with quite a few of them as well, so he knows what they do. And he knows, I'm sure, what they're looking to do when he's out there. And straight away, that's a chess move for the man catching on the square, on the pitch. Hasn't deterred him. Beautiful shot for extra cover this time. That is superb from Rassi van der Dussen.
Yeah, we rave about Babar Azam cover drive, but have a look at this one. This is pretty special. In position early, has played two glorious shots. Wow, sweet as.
Showing you, I'm not just a leg side player. I can open up the offside just as well. It's almost a little bit of a punch drive, isn't it? He doesn't really go through the full flourish. But what it's done is those two boundaries have now got rid of one of the slips. So a little bit more defensive Pakistan. He's won the initial battle, has Rassi.
Follow up from Naseem Shah. Nice controlled delivery, good length, a little bit of movement away, but he covered it beautifully. Another look at that drive through extra cover, right out of the screws.
How well he moved into that shot, because he guessed it absolutely right. It was going to be an outswinger and covered the line so early and so nicely.
He also did to try and cover the outswing, was just close the face a touch. Didn't allow it to be open, so if he wasn't in the right position, he wouldn't cut and go to point. Doing a good job of getting himself in. Just takes a bit of the pressure off if you've already got yourself two quick boundaries.
Taking that man away from the pitch, and things are completely different. If you look at that guy in your eye line as you're facing up, you're not too worried about him. Halfway down, tight on the pitch on the leg side, he's gone. There's a moth on the... You open your wallet out there early today, Sean.
Is that a comment coming from you? You're the one who's always on the pitch. I reckon your wallet has got popped him off out.
It's nicely bowled. Good delivery to finish, but 8 runs off the over. 6 gone, 33 for 1.
अल्फा की न्यू अल्फा ऐप से कहीं से भी बैंकिंग करें, क्योंकि बैंकिंग कहीं जाने का नहीं, अल्फा करने का नाम है। डाउनलोड द न्यू अल्फा ऐप।
हमदर्द जुशांदा का एक पैकेट बॉईल करें, दिन में 2 बार पिएं और खांसी और नेज़ल कंजेशन को जड़ से खत्म करें। नो केमिकल्स, नो साइड इफेक्ट्स। आप भी अपनी सेहत को नेचुरली ठीक रखें विद हमदर्द जुशांदा।
Eased away. Beautiful shots. Good stuff from Tony Dazorzi.
Now, with the way Dazorzi bats, nothing much is going to go through mid-wicket or mid-on. He's one of those guys who just closes the bat face, but he's done it brilliantly there. He's gone away with immense power. And as he's waited for the ball to come too straight, just off the off stump, and worked it behind square.
I think Shine Afridi probably didn't want himself to be predictable, so he tried that in-swinging slanted angle, put away beautifully.
Zorze!
Bahut zor se. Absolutely massive. Goes flat, a skimmer for 6. Absolutely nailed it. And he's done Shine Shah Afridi. Last over was a maiden. First 2 balls 4 and this blistering 6.
Yeah, nice whip, and Dazorzi says, no, I'm not going to try and roll the wrists or keep it on the ground or through the infield. I'm going to go up and over. And that has gone as flat as you'll see all the way.
Wow, that's an amazing shot from Tony Dazorzi. Just the pressure back on the Big Quick. And that's his response. And a wide called. That's going to be a sense of humour failure for Shaheen Shah Afridi.
Let's have a look. So he bangs it in. I suppose it's quite a tight one. It's still probably got to do more with height, I would think, because line-wise pitched it. I can understand the frustration.
Yeah, that's tough. Oh, that's a beauty. My goodness, what a ball. And that's a wicket. That's a comeback. That one upset him, that's for sure, because that's what happens next. The Thunderbolt, you're on your way. Wow, terrific start from
10
Shaheen
स्कोर
Shah
खा के
Afridi.
निकल रहा है लोग
Yeah, great
जबरदस्त
response.
बोनसर मारा है अब एक ही है
Felt a
दिखाने
bit
कर दी
frustrated and undone by that bouncer, which was given as a wide and have a
पिछली
response.
गेंद दी वाइड आंदे मेरी नहीं है वाइड अंपायर है वाइड
He's got a big
उस
one.
चंगा बोनसर मारा है
4-6. And then now it was a nasty delivery in that
गेंद समझ
ribcage
नहीं
area,
गई किधर
ballooning up in the air,
Covered
and making
it.
sure that he gathered it cleanly. Yeah, very passionate.
और
very topped
वाइड
up.
गेम नहीं है ना नाले 10 स्कोर खा गया दो
So,
गेंद है
Zosi goes after scoring
पिछला ओवर
26
0 स्कोर
runs
खाता
down
था
to
उसने
44.
का निशाना पैदावार के साथ इनामात का खजाना जीते बेशुमार इनामात और उम्रा टिकट के बम्पर प्राइजेस बोतल पर दिए गए QR कोड स्कैन करें और कुरानदाजी में शामिल हो जाएं।